Yo, so last night I got done watching Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I did make like a 1 minute talk about it and no spoilers at all. But this will be the full review talking about all my thoughts I did actually have and the negatives I think I did have. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. A movie I was pretty looking forward to. I thought the first one wasn't that bad. I know what I was supposed to be going into, but I do want to give you guys my honest thoughts about the full movie with a full review right now and giving you guys some of my negatives and positives like usual. Let's get into it. Like I already said, I was looking forward to this movie. Obviously, we know how the games play out. In this movie, you have about two new types of animatronics. You got the toy animatronics and you got the wizards. Both kind of played a big role in this movie, of course, because it's Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Probably one of the best games in the series. It's either that or the first one because, well, I did watch people play. I did also play the first game too. I just never got around to the second one, but I did watch some people play it, even without me playing it. But looking at people play it, it looks 10 times scarier than the first and just better in my opinion. It looks better. It seems like it's just a better game in general, and they have a lot of Easter eggs in this movie. So I'm not going to go into spoilers about that. That's either going to be a spoiler short, which it probably is going to be, or a spoiler video, but my videos kind of have not been getting, they never ever get the big views that I'm looking for, even if I put hashtags in them. But first 10 minutes in the movie, it's honestly a really solid start. You get the flashback that we kind of have been seeing all throughout the trailer of Charlotte, Emily, the girl that is obviously playing the marionette. You'll get something with her and her flashback, and with William Afton in here. The first 10 minutes is just so, it's not so good of a start, but it's a pretty good start for what you're supposed to be expecting for the movie and what new you're bringing into the movie. Now we come back to present day with how Mike and Vanessa's lives are going, which are decent enough, but they still have the memories of the old Freddy Fazbear place, especially Abby. So when Abby does go to the new pizzeria place, the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 location, she obviously does see her friends, just different looks on them, of course, like Toy Chica, for example, voiced by Megan Fox. Obviously in the trailers, Abby wants to go see her friends. She does mention on how, wow, you look different, and Toy Chica knows that, but still nonetheless, they are still best friends. And in some of the trailers, you see that the toy animatronics are let loose on the whole town. You got Toy Freddy on the whole town, you got Toy Bonnie in the town, you got Mango on top of Vanessa's car. They really did improve with the action in this movie, and this is where I want to get into some of my pauses about the movie, and they tell what the fans didn't like or critics didn't like. Okay, critics, because let's be honest guys, this movie is for the fans, the hardcore fans. There was a bunch of negatives with the first movie. It was not even scary. It's because of the PG-13 rating that kind of sold it, and this movie did have another PG-13 rating, but what they were actually going to listen to is the fans, man. They wanted more scary scenes, and that is what you get in the movie. The marionette, the puppet, is probably the most scary part about the movie. Yes, you got the withers in here, which obviously their designs are supposed to look scary, especially Wither Chica. She's probably the most scariest of them all, kind of the same with Freddy. But the movie has improved with jump scares a lot in this movie. I was wishing we kind of got more about them, which I will get into in a minute, which I do like how they're taking the fans' criticisms as fans that actually say what they want to say. Like, they tell the truth. Like, as a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's, you gotta admit, it wasn't as scary in the first one. It kind of had weak action. It was so boring. It took a little while to get to the pizzeria and have that whole final battle with the yellow rabbit and whatnot. It definitely was weak with action, and I kind of wish, to be honest too, obviously like everyone else is saying, to have upgrade more of the action, have more action in the second one, have more jump scares, make it more scarier in the second one, which they obviously really did listen to. Those are some of my positives about the movie, but getting into some of my negatives about the movie, it's really one big one, to be honest, is the pacing of this movie. Like I said, now the reason why I gave it 8 out of 10 on my shorts last night, it's the pacing, because oh my god, it's kind of all over the place. I think for the first hour, maybe even first 45 minutes of the movie, you kind of are getting, the first opening, scenes that you get before the credits roll and getting you into the movie before the title card and stuff like that. It's kind of just all over the place, to be honest. Nothing wrong with, Vanessa and Mike getting on a date, but I feel like it's just very slow, to be honest, to get into the pizzeria. I was wishing we got more scenes in the pizzeria, or at least going through a night at least might. It's like another thing that got introduced in here is there's a new plot point with, like, I'm not a hardcore fan. I'm a fan of the franchise. I never played all of the games. Only played like one or two. Well, I only played the first, but I know how big FNAF 2 is as a game. So there is, like, I guess a new plot point or new plot story or just a new story for the puppet on how he, and it says at the start of the movie too, on how he can kind of, okay, I can't tell if this is spoilers or not because I don't know if any other people in their spoiler free reviews kind of have said this already, but I'm gonna say it because I'm gonna release a spoiler review later today anyways. It's how the marionette controls the new animatronics, the toys and the wizards, and this is all thanks to Mechanic Grace's character, which I'm not really gonna get into because I think all I want to say about her in the movie is gonna be full of spoilers, so I'm gonna leave it out this video. But back to pacing, I just wish it was better. I wanted more scenes in the pizzeria and Mike actually playing FNAF 2 because they literally imported the security office into the movie. Best looking security room besides the first one, and I just wish we got more game elements in the movie, like using the light in the vents and stuff. There is so much stuff they could have done in this movie. I just think the pacing's all over the place, and I really want to talk about that ending too so bad because I think that's another issue. Pacing in this movie is such a big issue in the movie. That's probably one of my only big issue in the movie, to be honest. Everything else is like pretty good. It's a better sequel than the first. It's such better than the first movie. It's because we got more action, more jump scares. It's way more, okay, not way more scarier. It's scarier than the first. So pacing was a big problem for me in the movie. But you know, the last hour of any movie, you know, is just going to be the best part of the whole movie, and it was what they did in there because it's probably all over TikTok and stuff like that. It is so crazy on how something was fan made and just a fake YouTube video because it was FNAF related. Okay, it was so cool on actually how it's something cool that happened in the movie. It's an old video and it turned into like a movie in the movie. Like literally, it happened in the movie. You probably know what I'm talking about. But the last hour is when they go roaming around the town. It's probably trying to go kill people around the town. That whole hour of them roaming the town and the final 30 minutes of the movie, 40 minutes, especially the ending, are the most shocking things I've ever seen ever. Which I really need to talk about ASAP. That's trending all over the place. Is that ending and the final, I guess, quote unquote battle. Very shocking, but guys, that's all I gotta say in this Five Nights at Freddy's 2 review. I do also think the cast did a pretty good job. And guys, oh my god, I really want to talk about spoilers right now, but I can't. We're gonna get into a spoiler review later today, so if you guys do stay tuned on my channel or shorts, either one. I mean, shorts is how I get more, attention, and I want to express all the spoilers. Like I need some of your guys' theories about what I'm gonna say in the spoiler talk. Because like I said, I'm not a hardcore fan. So there's some lore and stuff that I might need your guys' help with and theories. So please stay tuned on the channel. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this Five Nights at Freddy's 2. What did you guys think about Five Nights at Freddy's 2? Did you like it? Is it better than the first? And what was your big gripe or negative about the movie? Do you wish the pacing was better just like me or what? Let me know down below. But thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.